action, ready, go, run the camera. Hey everybody, we just got in a fistful of Custom Shop. We had all kind of sat back and ordered a few Custom Shop guitars, and they're here, and there's a nice Jazzmaster. You look at our previous videos, you'll see that. We've got a nice thin line. I love thin lines because they're lighter weight. A nice couple of Strats that are here, so we really do enjoy the Custom Shop stuff. And of course, you guys know this, but the Custom Shop has access to the best wood and has a more refined approach to building it. There's better pickups, hand-wound pickups. There's more of a hand process to stuff. You know, if you want to make a guitar cheaper, you're going to get cheaper wood. And tone woods are not cheap, but if you don't care, you just want to make a guitar, you can use pretty much anything from plywood on up. Custom Shop generally goes beyond that. And they're going to get a much choicer wood. And plus, with the Custom Shop, you have more hand detailing, better cosmetics, better parts, better fretwork, and on and on. This guitar is kind of cool, and I'm going to bring it forward for the camera, but you can see the flame in the neck. And it's a roasted maple neck and very, very flamey. So this kind of chocolate brown finish on the back of there is just great. It's satined off a little here. You can still feel the lacquer, but there's that satin finish like it's been played for 20 years that really makes it friendly. This is a real rounded neck, double bound. You can add whatever pickguard you want, but this was a limited edition that Fender made, and they presented it to us like we're making a limited run of these. It's a specially wound humbucking pickup. It is a 50s style pickup on a early 50s brass bridge. So they've been mixing it up. There is, instead of trying to create something that is accurate historically, they're kind of mixing it up a little bit. These pickups, when you see pickups that have raised poles, they tend to be a little brighter. When you see pickups that have flat poles on a Telecaster, they tend to be darker, fuller, louder. So this has raised pole pieces. So I'm playing through the Bassman amplifier we've showed you before. That is a 61 Bassman amplifier. The last year the Bassman had a tube rectifier, and that tends to give a slope rate that's a little slower, a little more compressed. Bridge pickup. Nice and warm with that humbucker. And then of course in the neck position. Hear that deep, dark, kind of hollow sound? Telecaster there, and that's almost a jazz sound. So all of these guitars are right around the $5,000 mark. That seems to be the sweet spot for them, and for a Custom Shop, that is. And for those of you that have been playing guitar for a while, that want to get into something, you might consider trading in your guitars. Maybe you have a vintage reissue, or maybe you have something that you just want to trade in towards a really nice guitar. The nice thing about Custom Shop is they have resale, really strong resale. Wood prices are going up. Now this is the one I was talking about. This is a thin line, and this thin line has the raised pole pieces on it. This thin line has the brass saddles and kind of a blackguard thing. They're not heavily relicked. There's the back on it, and it's a nice maple neck. You can see some flame in there, satin finish neck, and your classic bridge. And the neck position. body guitar. A little more air. It's easier to practice at home. This too has kind of a rounded neck. There's no V in the neck. A little smaller than that one, and this is a little brighter, and especially with the F hole in here, a little woodier. And this is one of those guitars they make that's kind of a blend of different eras, but it is feather lightweight. Now, last in our hit parade of just in from Fender's Custom Shop, I think a lot of the reason guys like Custom Shop with a bit of aging on it is because most people are gigging with it and they don't want to have to worry about dinging or scratching it. It's kind of been done. It takes that, relieves the pressure of having your first scratch. And it looks like you can play because you walk on stage and it's like, wow, that guy must play a lot. Well, yeah. So it's not to everybody's taste, but I find we sell most of these to working pros who appreciate that, and they can, you know, rest it behind the amp and just not worry about it. This too, this is more of a 52 reissue. Let's see if they call it that. Yes, it is a 52 Telecaster, and then with a 52, most 52s, you have a bit of a V. And of course, when you rest your hand, that is a V, and it kind of fits well, although this has a 9.5 radius, so it's a little flatter and easier. And this has the flat pole pickup, which is going to have a little more bass. And it pushes the front of the amp. 2 pickups. And then the neck pickup. It's funny, the Fender catalog back from this era would really want you to play in the forward position. They called this pickup the take-off pickup for soloing. Yes, it was in the catalog, and people were much squarer back then. Now, I'm going to close out this video playing this 52 reissue, flat pole, black guard, straight screws, ash body, and you probably saw, look back a couple of videos, we talked about woods and how hard it is to find good ash. Fender had to discontinue many models because ash is disappearing. Good ash, thank you to a tiny green beetle. Now I'm going to turn up this 61 Bassman. I'm going to turn down the presence so it doesn't hurt so much, and give you an idea what the amp sounds like with a real blackguard. And man, back in the day, this would be the